we go. Welcome everybody to Elevate Your Wellness. Tonight is our third night of talking about how we can elevate our wellness overall. And we've talked about elevating our wellness through detox. We've talked about elevating our wellness with energy and increasing energy. And tonight we are focusing on focus. And so there's lots of great products that Young Living has. And we're just going to talk about a few of them and answer questions and hopefully have a really good time. So before I get started, remember that I am not a physician. We're not doctors. Most of us in Young Living are not doctors, but we do comply with Young Living conduct, and we're not here to diagnose or treat. So consult your healthcare professional before changing your health routine. We also encourage you to write notes to be able to research this information further to see how it best fits into your lifestyle. And I'm only talking about Young Living products on this call. I do not recommend the use of other essential oils or companies, as Young Living is the world leader of essential oil growth and production. And the only company with seed to seal, the only company that I can say I personally have been to probably 6 or 7 of the farms over the last few years. And I have seen the process that they go to ensure that what they're growing makes it into the bottle and is clean and good in the bottle. Okay, so that, to me, that makes a big difference. We also acknowledge that all bodies are different. So use the information wisely and, use some common sense for yourself. What, if I say something and you have you like, oh, I don't like that smell, or I don't think that's right, then don't use it. Okay. So we're going to give you kind of a smorgasbord of information tonight, and you get to pick and choose which parts of it that fit for you. When using essential oils, make sure that you remember to, especially if you're brand new, start small and add drops. And it's okay to dilute. So get some mixing oil, we have a blend called B6, which is 6 different vegetable oils. But you could use what you cook with. Okay, coconut oil, olive oil, vegetable oil, whatever. It's diluting is better for your body. Actually, it just slows down the absorption, and it's better for your budget for most of us. Okay. So with that, we are going to jump into focus. And I'm super excited to talk about this because I think a lot of us feel pretty scattered. I was talking to somebody today, and it ended up being a half an hour call about just some different issues. And I was like, okay, I need this one, and then I need this one. Oh, let's go back to this one. Right. And I'm sure he was just like, oh my gosh, Britta, just focus and just let's deal with one at a time. But my mind was just going so fast that I was jumping all around. And finally, I just had to say, I am so sorry. Let me slow down and let me get back to you, and we'll finish this case first, right? Because when I think it's done, I'm moving to the next one without giving him time to fix it. So we do need to really just, oftentimes we just need to slow down and breathe, right? And that in itself can help us get our focus back. So we've talked about cleaning our gut, because everything that's going on in our body, most of it starts in our gut. And if our gut isn't working, or and our bowels aren't working and releasing things, when we can have all kinds of backups and other reactions. We need our energy to be good so that we have the energy to do things. And then with a clean gut and a less toxic overload, it's a lot easier for our brains to get in alignment. So if you've never heard, well, maybe you have heard, people say our gut is our second brain. Have you heard that before? And it really is true. And they're finding more and more that everything it starts in our gut, right? And so we do need to make sure that it is working well, and that things are flowing, so that everything else in our body works. So the first one we're going to talk about tonight is called brain power. And this is it's a great blend of oils. The oils in this blend are Royal Hawaiian Sandalwood, Cedarwood, Frankincense, Melissa, Blue Cypress, Lavender, and Helichrysum. So any of these oils alone are really great, but together they are just kind of like this wow blend. So brain power promotes deep concentration, and it channels physical energy into mental energy. It also increases mental potential and clarity, Long-term use may retard the aging process. Isn't that interesting? So it actually can help really help your brain work better as well. So many oils in this blend are high in sesquiterpene compounds that increase activity in the pineal, pituitary, and hypothalamus glands, and thereby increase output of growth hormone and melatonin. Okay. Sesquiterpenes also are really oxygenating property or have really oxygenating compounds. And so we actually, our cells kind of, it makes them healthier because disease can't live in an oxygenated environment. It wants the antioxidant. I can't think of the word I want. But it doesn't want the oxygen. Oxygen helps everything flow better and work better. So the oils also help to dissolve petrochemicals that congest the receptor sites, clearing the brain fog that people often experience due to exposure to synthetic petrochemicals in food, skin, hair care products, and air. Okay. To use this mighty blend, you can diffuse it straight. So you just get a diffuser like what I have going on back here. Put a few drops into it with water and let it go. You can also add grapefruit or lemon. You can put a couple of drops on your fingers, put it on the back of your neck is a great place. Your throat, your temples. I love to just kind of put it up here. You can also just rub it through your hair, and your hair is almost is a diffuser. Also, put it under your nose or on desired location as needed. You can also, oh, interesting. You can also put a couple of drops on a finger and swipe it to topically apply topically to the inside of your cheeks. So just it's going to taste a little. It's going to taste pretty strong and woodsy. Putting it just on the inside of your cheek may help to open up your brain fog too, or clear that brain fog. Okay. All right. Next up is a product called Ningxia Nitro, and we did talk about this last week briefly during our energy class, but we're going to talk about it again because nitro is a perfect healthy alternative to the standard sugary caffeine-filled energy drink, which a lot of people are using, right? Which are full of sugar, they're full of chemicals, and they actually can cause a lot of damage to our bodies. But rather than giving you jitters, energy highs, and crashes like the energy drink does, nitro gives your body the tools to make energy, including D-ribose, which is used in the energy production process. Other ingredients include ginseng, green tea, and Young Living's pure essential oils. So more than just an energy drink though, Ningxia Nitro was formulated to support both the physical energy levels and cognitive health, which makes it great for when you really need some extra support to help you focus. Whether you're a bodybuilder, marathon runner, or a hardworking mom, Nitro will help you sustain your energy levels throughout the day, as well as your focus and your concentration and your attention. So you can use Nitro whenever it's needed. I love to combine it with Ningxia in some water. A lot of people will add zinc to it as well for a great afternoon pick-me-up. I love this, especially if I'm really tired. On the days I'm really tired, if I'm so tired, my eyes are starting to just water because I'm yawning and they water. And I have found that if I drink some Ningxia and Nitro, it helps to stop that. But then if after a few hours it starts again, I do more Ningxia and Nitro. And I love the sustained energy without the highs, lows, and jitters. Now, some of you may have people in your family that have a whole lot of energy that you think, oh, I would never get Nitro because I don't want to encourage energy in some people. Like I'm thinking like, sometimes kids. So let me tell you a story. I have a friend who has a couple little girls, and one of them somehow got a tube of Nitro right before bedtime. And she was kind of having a hyper day where she's just really active and lots of energy. And my friend thought the little girl drank the Nitro and she thought, oh my goodness, we are never going to get sleep now. She is going to be up and it's going to be a terrible afternoon. But she still went to put her daughter made her lay down. And she said she did sleep. And when she got up, she was actually calmer and had more focus. And so that's when we really started kind of looking at, okay, what's going on with this? And we learned about this cognitive focus and cognitive support with this as well. Now, does that mean that you should give this to your 2-year-old that's running around like a crazy person? No, but if they get a hold of it, don't freak out because it's all safe ingredients. And you may find that especially the people young and old, that their brains just work really, really fast, that this may actually help slow the brain down and so that they can focus and concentrate even better. Okay. So don't be afraid of this. This is a powerful little supplement. And I am so excited and thankful that we have this for both energy and focus. Okay. Next up, we have a kid's oil, and I forgot to grab it. But a kid's oil called Genius, right? And this is an oil blend that Gary put together that helps with focus, attention, and problem solving. So this was originally formulated for kids, but grown-ups have seen great success with it as well. And it's a blend of sacred frankincense, blue cypress, cedarwood, Idaho blue spruce, Palo Santo, Melissa, Northern Lights black spruce, bergamot, myrrh, vetiver, geranium, royal Hawaiian sandalwood, ylang-ylang, hyssop, coriander, and rose. So again, amazing oils on their own, but blended perfectly together, they pack a huge punch, and they really will help to get the mind focused and slow things down, and it's great for kids. So what you can, one thing that you could do, especially for your little people, right, is you can pop the lid off and throw a roller top on it, and then let your children have it to that when they're feeling scattered or feeling more unfocused, they could just roll it on their own neck or across their forehead. Sometimes just putting it on their hands and smelling it and having them breathe it in would be another great option. So you can also diffuse Genius when you or your family is needing extra help in the focused concentration departments. So like for homework, Bible studies, projects, when you work from home with your kids, you know, just lots of different times, right? We could use this and diffuse it. You can also apply it topically to the base of your skull, behind the ears, and swiped over your forehead before tackling any task that requires your full attention. And because this blend was formulated for littles, it's already pre-diluted. So again, you can pop that roller right on top of it and take it and go. All right, next we're going to talk about a supplement again. And this, you have two options on getting this supplement, okay? So Penny, I think, was talking about this earlier. MindWise is this supplement. So this is for brain and heart support, but also for the mind, right? So it tells you what it's for, MindWise. But this is recommended for anyone who wishes to support their heart and brain health. Many people report that after just 1 or 2 weeks of drinking MindWise, they notice a definite shift in their cognitive function, lifting of brain fog, and better memory recall. We've heard profound testimonials of people with some shaking symptoms regain motor skills. Okay, I've also just last night heard about some when you have delayed speakers, right? So little people who maybe don't speak, or even if somebody's recovering and they've lost their speech, that MindWise may be a good option for that reconnection in the brain, and those nonverbals people may become more verbal. All right, so what's the secret ingredient in this that makes MindWise so amazing? It's the sake inky nut. Okay, this is native to the American rainforest. These nuts are considered to be the richest plant-based source of omega-3 on the planet, providing 17 times more omega-3 per ounce than wild sockeye salmon. In fact, they also provide the perfect ratio of omega-6 and omega-3 properties, which is vital to balance in our diets. Most nuts and oils on the market contain high amounts of omega-6 and very little omega-3s. So with omega-6 fatty acids, they can contribute to inflammatory properties in the body. The omega-3 fatty acids do the exact opposite. So they both play a vital role in every cell while decreasing inflammation throughout the body. And the sake inky nuts are also loaded with protein, fiber, and antioxidants. Okay, that's pretty cool that is in here. MindWise features Alcar and amino acids that positively affects brain health because it crosses the blood-brain barrier, helping to clean the brain of toxins, strengthens the neurons and receptors. Alcar also reduces the quantities of damaged fats in the brain, reducing the possibility of developing some brain issues, okay? And then GPC is another ingredient in here, and it's a source of phospholipids, which is the prime building blocks of life. And then choline, which creates biosynthesis in the brain, which enables your brain cells to communicate with each other. Bioidentical CoQ10 is beneficial to heart health and assists in maintaining normal levels of LDL cholesterol, helps assure circulatory health, and supports optimal functioning of the heart muscle. Then we have CoQ10, and this also that may play a role in reducing migraines and headaches. Research indicates therapeutic value in high doses, showing the progression of motor neurological conditions that affect many aging people. So all of the above, all those ingredients I just mentioned, combined with a unique quick absorption emulsion delivery system and generous amounts of vitamin D3, MindWise is a premium supplement that supports improving your memory function and overall cognitive health, as well as, again, the heart, okay? So MindWise in a nutshell, let me kind of break this or bring it all back for you. It helps with improved immediate recall, reaction time, and mood, protects delicate brain cells and membranes, supports optimal brain function, and it may counteract cognitive impairment of brain issues, including stroke, vascular dementia, and Parkinson's. Okay, so that's pretty amazing. This is really an amazing product to add to. Well, really, I think everybody should probably be on this, even little people. Okay, and so the dose of this is to take one tablespoon once a day for grown-ups. Okay, 1 tablespoon a day. Children 4+ years takes 1 to 2 teaspoons once a day, and it should be taken within a meal. You do want to shake it before each use and consume within 30 days of opening. Now, I will tell you, we have had this sometimes longer than 30 days. We have found some shoved in the back of our fridge a few times. And if it doesn't smell fermented, it's probably okay. All right. And we have drank it when it's well past the date that we should have. And Kirk has even drank it when it was really smelling fermented. So just FYI for that. So anyway, this is you can get it in a liquid. This is a 15 fluid ounce. So if you're doing a tablespoon, this will last you more than a month for one person. And then it also comes in these sample packs. Okay. So it comes in a box with 30 sample packs. And this is just a really easy way. If you're traveling, if you're going on vacation, if you forget to take it at home, you'll put some of these in your briefcase or your purse or whatever, so that when you do remember, you can just open it and drink it, because this really is a powerhouse. It's kind of a sweet syrupy taste, I think. I mean, not a cough drop syrupy taste, but it's a sweet taste. It has the wolfberry in it, kind of a wolfberry flavor in it as well. I think it tastes good. So if you guys have had, if you've had your own experience with it, you can type in the comments and share that as well. And then the last supplement I'm going to talk about tonight is a probiotic that we just have to mention. And darn it, I forgot to grab these too. So the probiotic is Life 9, right? We have to get back into our gut, because when our gut is in proper running order, we feel lighter, we have more energy, our head feels clear, and we are able to focus. So if you've ever had bubble guts, when your gut is out of whack and you can't focus on anything else, have you guys ever, done that? Like your stomach's just turning and you're just like, oh, I don't know what's going on, or oh, and we kind of look around, or we're maybe rubbing our stomach, and we should be probably focusing on something, but we're so distracted by what's going on inside that everything else is gone, right? And we lose our concentration and focus. Or do your kids ever bother you all day when their tummy hurts? Right? My tummy hurts, mommy, and my tummy hurts. Do you ever get a headache after you've eaten something that you shouldn't have? As soon as we get our gut in check, the fog lifts and we're all much happier. And that happens more and more and more often. So of course, I really am a firm believer in enzymes. I think the enzymes in itself will help a ton with brain fog, or with the gut issue and getting things moving and just feeling better. But then the Life 9, the probiotic, is so important to just really help to reestablish and to focus on the good bacteria in our gut. So in addition to the impact on our immune system, our digestive health system is the second largest part of our neurological system. Okay, did you hear that? In addition to the immune system, the digestive system is the second largest part of our neurological system. The neurological system affects up here, right? So it's literally our second brain. And when I say our brain begins in our gut, we have to focus on that. We have to really treat our gut right. So some of the benefits of taking a probiotic include a stronger immune system, improved digestion, healthier skin, increased energy, better breath, because probiotics help to store candida or yeast, so yay for that, and then healing from some gut and digestive issues. With Life 9, it's a capsule of 9 different bacterial strains, has over 17 billion live cultures in it, and you take 1 capsule alone before bed, ideally, alone before bed. Ideally, you store it in the refrigerator once it's open. It actually has a special top on it. I don't know if you've ever seen the bottle, but it's a metal lid because it's different than our plastic ones, and just to keep all that good stuff inside. But I'll tell you what, I have found that when I store it in the fridge after I open it, it often stays there for months because I forget to walk over to the fridge to get it. So if you're okay with potentially losing a few, maybe a few hundred bacteria or whatever out of the 17 billion, I'm okay with that. I keep it in the fridge, and then when I fill up my supplement container, I may dump a week's worth, I may dump a month's worth in. It just kind of depends on if Kirk's getting them out of the container or out of the fridge, because he does seem to remember better than I. So you guys, you have to play with that yourself, okay? I've also heard that it's good to take them separately, but if that's going to cause you to not take them with your supplements, with your other ones, because it's better to get it in your body so it can do something than it is to leave it in the container or the fridge. And then for the kids, so when we started using probiotics, we actually opened the Life 9 capsules and we would just dump it on my kids' tongue before they could swallow pills. And that's fine because it actually will start the good bacteria in their mouth growing, and then it gets down as well. But they're going to lose some of it, a lot of it probably in the stomach lining. So if you can swallow it, it will get down into your gut where it's going to be released, which is ideal. But for kids now, we also have Mighty Pro. And these are little packets, and they remind me of a pixie stick. They're so yummy. They taste so good. And kids generally really, really love them. You can take it like a pixie stick, like I said, or mix it with some water, some Ningxia, or even a milk of choice. You can add it to smoothies. You could add it to yogurt if you wanted. They come in individual packets, do not need to be refrigerated. And if you're out of Life 9, or if you're a grown-up who doesn't swallow pills, adults can take 2 Mighty Pros as a substitute. So they're great for travel because they don't need to be refrigerated. If you're on the road or traveling, you'll love how easy and convenient they are, and not to mention that they really do taste great. I love them. So it's a special treat. My kids my youngest is in high school now, and when I get up in the morning for her to go to school, I will pour her a shot of Ningxia Red and put out 2 Mighty Pros so that she can take them and start her day off right. So don't be afraid to try those even if you're a grown-up. A couple other oils I wanted to talk about quick too tonight is Clarity. So this is a great one. Again, if you're feeling unfocused or like just kind of disconnected, Clarity is a great oil that can help bring you back into focus and help kind of get clear on what your issues are or whatever. My mom actually years ago, probably 5-6 years ago, took care of an elderly lady who was having some memory issues and some cognitive issues. And she found that by diffusing Clarity, this lady became much more focused and was more able to communicate with her, but also to do small tasks. Okay, so this kind of gave her a sense of purpose back as well, which was a great thing. And then a really simple way to use oils if you're studying or needing really extra focus and concentration: lemon in the diffuser and or peppermint. Okay, and there are studies that you can find if you Google, lemon and concentration or peppermint concentration, that they have actually studied diffusing these or even if you have a kid at school, or if you're at a place where you can't oil a lot, take a Kleenex or a cotton ball, put a couple of drops on it, and you can carry it in your pocket. And then when you're needing extra focus and concentration, you could get it out and smell it, so that then you have that with you, so that, you know, and without the big oils or the big smells of what oils can be in the diffuser for a brand new person. But they've done these studies showing that when people study, so when you're preparing for an exam and they are smelling lemon or peppermint or both in combination, and then they're also smelling them when they take their exams, their scores went up. I don't remember, like 30% or something like that, 30 or 40%. And the only thing they did differently was adding the oils when they studied. So make sure that, you know, you think outside the box. It's not just, you can grab and go, certainly, but make sure that you're thinking about it, you know, even when I'm just sitting around, and if I'm not, if I need to focus at all, throw some oils in the diffuser or put some on your wrist, and then just smell it and see if that doesn't help you. Okay, so just again, talked about 10 products here, and this is just a taste, a small taste of all the products that Young Living has. I'm so thankful that you joined us tonight, and you know, hopefully you discovered some new products that you might want to try for yourself, the new products that you could go and share, or maybe just some old favorites that you're like, oh yeah, I need to get back to using that, because MindWise is definitely one for me that I need to get back to using. So I hope you've all learned something new, and that you found something that you can't wait to add to your daily routine. If you are brand new to Young Living, and this is maybe your first exposure, or you're still kind of checking us out and you've heard about this before, if you're ready to get started, we have a really great website now, youngliving.com, that you can go in and you can just order whatever you want. So if you are intrigued by MindWise and maybe Clarity tonight, this could be how you get started, okay? And you can get your oils and your products. If you order 100 PV in one order, it will unlock your 24% wholesale discount for 12 months, which is, it's so phenomenal. You know, oftentimes I'll go shopping and I won't buy things because I'm like, well, I don't have a coupon, or I'll wait till next week when this part of the products go on sale, you know, and I don't need it that bad right now, right? With Young Living, I always can get that 24% off, which is pretty substantial, you guys, off of retail for some of these products. The other way that you can unlock your 24% savings is to put one thing on Subscribe to Save. So maybe you think, well, I don't know that I would do minus, but I'm kind of intrigued about that Nitro, right? And so I would commit to getting a box of Nitro maybe every month, every 2 months, or every 3 months. You can put this on Subscribe to Save. And as long as you have an item on Subscribe to Save, you'll also unlock that 24% discount. So that is a great, easy way to do that. Talk to whoever shared this video with you, whoever you've been working with, and just let them know what it is that you're looking for, and what your budget is. And we will definitely help you get the products that you need into your hands, because when we help you do things, it helps us to remember to do them as well. So please get back with whoever shared this with you. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a great night.